Hi, so this was supposed to be a normal podcast where you just hear me talk, but I kind of messed up. So you can just listen to the recording and next time it will actually be just me talking. But, so my first podcast is technically a failure, but I talked to myself for about an hour, so I'm not going to let that go to waste. So hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope that you hear everything that I say. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to I Suck at Video Games Weekly. It's about me while I talk about games, and I suck at most games, and it's a weekly podcast. It's just about how I suck at video games weekly. And the game that I'm playing today is Spiderman 2 for the PS2. Story time. I only got a PS2 pretty recently. Well, I had a PS2, but it was my dad's. And then my PS2, he gave it to me at first. And then I got a PlayStation 3, so then I didn't feel the need to have a PS2 anymore, because I got a PlayStation 3 now. So then he gave his PS2 to my sister. But literally the next day, she had friends over and they broke the PS2. So I've had to live a life without a PS2 for a great while now. I mean, it doesn't seem like a big deal. I had a PlayStation 3. But that meant that I was not allowed to really have a very large, vast range of older games. Hence, like, the Spider-Man 1 and 2. Which, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. He's been my favorite superhero for God knows how long. Probably since I was like 2. Because at my nursery school, you had to choose. It was either Spider-Man or Batman.
Hey, Spidey!
And having to choose between Spider-Man and Batman is just like I just gravitate more to Spider-Man, and the more I like the more I.
Spider-Man, a floor is being robbed!
Oh, okay.
Stay still! Keep quiet! Why are you robbing a florist?
Good point. Why are you robbing a florist? But it's like having to choose. It was just pretty easy because I just gravitated towards Spider-Man. He was pretty. He just seemed more fun. Then I actually grew up when I was like 5 to actually like watch like some of the Spider-Man movies when I was like 5. I watched like Spider-Man 3, and that was my first Spider-Man movie. And I loved it. It was amazing. It terrified me because of Venom, but still amazing to watch. Yes, I liked Spider-Man 3. I have a whole video about it on my main channel. And it's like, I don't believe that the movie is that horrible, but that's mostly just because I've been watching it for so long. I accept most of its flaws, because that was 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago now. But, but I still fell in love with the character. I grew up to watch the 90s cartoon, then Spectacular Spider-Man.
You're in trouble now.
How am I supposed to... It's this kid saying, "Oh, my balloon." Sorry to distract from the story, but the kid's saying, "Oh, my balloon," and I'm trying to stop this this whole florist robbery over here, and then he's over here going like, "Oh no, what about my balloon?" Kid, no one cares about your balloon. How about deal like every other kid does, and then just deal with it and never let go of balloons in the future? That's what normal kids do. No, but this kid, always losing his balloon. I hate it already, and I haven't even completed this game yet, and I hear that it just gets worse. supposed to stop the car if there's no, like, homing website? I see what I mean by I suck at video games. Great. I have no health. I lost all my health trying to stop a florist robbery. Oh my goodness. This is atrocious. How did I land on the car the first time? That's the real question. And now he's driving under a bridge. That's the worst possible thing for him to do. Okay, where is he? Okay, how am I supposed to land on this thing? This car. No. Back up. No. No. Okay. There, I'm on it. Okay, that's okay. Seriously, how much money did this florist shop have where you felt it was worth breaking into? I don't think there's that much money in a florist shop.
Stop it! That's mine! Stop! That's the car!
Oh, that was a lady. Yeah. Piece of cake. No one heard me raging a lot at all. Anyway, back to my life story. Spider-Man. Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man, which is like my favorite piece of Spider-Man material ever. And I did end up watching the rest of the Sam Raimi movies, and I watched all the Amazing Spider-Man movies in theaters. And, because I'm such a Spider-Man fanboy, even though Spider-Man 2 was not that great, I still love it. I can still watch it, and it's very consumable, even though it's a freaking mess, and I can acknowledge that. I just have crap taste when it comes to Spider-Man movies, because it's the fact that it is Spider-Man, just there, that makes me like it. You know, I'm like a little kid when I watch Spider-Man, because I've been watching it since I was a little kid, and I have no taste when it comes to Spider-Man. Everything Spider-Man is good, unless it's not Spider-Man. You know? I was so gullible when it came to Spider-Man that I let people tell me about Spider-Man 4 like it was an actual thing. And then there was this one kid in kindergarten who kept on telling me about like 56 more Spider-Man movies that were coming out after the original Spider-Man movie. Talking about some gold suit. He was a great liar, or I was just very stupid. Because I totally believed him. Even though I was completely skeptical. Because I was like, how did they do that and I don't know about it? And it's just like, they haven't released it yet. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Obviously, they did not plan up until Spider-Man 76. That doesn't work. And they never did plan that far. And the actors would be dead. But I didn't understand how movie works, and probably neither did he. He just wanted to trick me. And he kept that thing running for the whole entire kindergarten year. He transferred school, so I figured out he was lying after a while. And then every time I started getting super suspicious, he said, no. This is why he gets the gold suit. It's because, there's how like in the end of Spider-Man, like in Spider-Man 3, there's a little bit of the black suit like crawling off him, right? Yeah, well, guess what? There's like one spot that was still on him, all right? And I'm like, okay, that makes logical sense because I'm 5. I'm 4 going on 5, and this makes complete utter sense to me. Yes. I was very gullible. I believed people, and now I'm super cynical, and now I don't believe anyone says. I have to have undeniable proof now, which can be a problem sometimes. But all in all, it wasn't that bad, like I always loved Spider-Man, and then I grew up, and then I actually started really liking Spider-Man and knowing why I liked him, how great he is, how I love his personality, I love his constant struggle of identity and having to keep the people he loves safe, and then also but he just wants to tell them that he's Spider-Man sometimes because then it'll solve all his problems, but he can't because that'll put them in danger, because what if the bad guys find out too? It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and it's very depressing. Spider-Man is a depressing character with a joyous attitude sometimes, and sometimes he doesn't even have that joyous attitude. His joyous attitude is just to relieve some stress because he has no joy left. Like in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe, like the one in the comics, like if you look, I did like some reviews on them on my main channel for like 2 seconds, and then I realized I didn't have the right camera angle for it, and I just gave up and I just started reading the comics by myself without actually having to tell anyone what I'm reading. And that was a considerably fun read. I never finished Ultimate Spider-Man. I took a break a year ago and I never came back. Yeah, should probably get on that. Hey, don't call me a menace. You don't have any proof. Okay, land on the car. That was it? Oh, no, there's more.
Coming at ya.
Coming at you! It's your boy coming at you once again. Okay, kid, you should be dead. I knocked you up into the air like a freaking rag doll.
What's out?
For what? For what? For what? But yeah, that's my whole thing with Spider-Man. I got distracted. Oh yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man. It's like, it always looked like that he was like, I know he dies at the end. Spoilers for Ultimate Spider-Man, I guess. But I mean, like, you should know that Spider-Man died in the Ultimate Universe already because Miles Morales exists. But, Spider-Man dies in that universe. And the thing is, it's like the whole series is building up to that almost, because Spider-Man just looks like he's just a suffering puppy when he has the mask off. Like, Peter just looks like he's suffering. It's like, someone save him, please. He is not having fun here. His life is even when he's smiling, it looks like that, like, this smile hides 1,000 tears. Something like that. And it is it's funny to me. Like, it's funny and low-key depressing at the same time, because I'm like, oh man, someone save this man. Oh god, fuck your balloon. Okay. Gotta save this kid's balloon or he won't shut the hell up. Yeah. Where's the balloon, though? Someone tell me where this mythical balloon is. Because no one tends to know where the balloon goes after it reaches a certain height. God, now he's crying. Good thing this is an Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I hate, by the way. Okay, kid, I'm trying to find it. It's just getting really high. Okay, kid, fine. Look, I'm getting your balloon, kid. Children crying. Is this how people who played,
No, my balloon!
I got your balloon!
Be good now.
Thanks, Spidey. Balloony! Hooray!
How come every kid has to call their balloon Balloony? I mean, are all kids in New York just super uncreative? I mean, like, they can only come up with simple names like Balloony, Mr. Balloon. I mean, come on. Now I think about Balloony, making me think of Phineas and Ferb and Doofenshmirtz. That whole thing. That episode was hilarious. But we're not talking about Phineas and Ferb. I keep on getting sidetracked. Spider-Man. Love him to death. The Ultimate Universe made him look like he just wanted to die. And then he did die. Then he came back as a clone or whatever. I don't freaking know. I never read it. I didn't really read after that. I don't know. I've never read Miles Morales, hence why I can't call him my favorite Spider-Man. Well, I can say he's a good Spider-Man from what I hear, but like I can't really. I don't really have an opinion really much on Miles Morales because I haven't read any of Miles Morales. Not for lack of trying, alright? Not for lack of trying. I just never did. Comics are harder to get a hold of, okay? They cost money and stuff. Anime and manga is pretty easy to read for free. It's like if I don't have the money for like Amazon or Netflix, I can just go on Kiss Anime and then say I'll watch the shows later legally, which I do tend to do. Like when I first got into anime, I felt horrible about watching the shows illegally, but I made a promise to myself that every show that I like, I will buy legally at some point in time. And now that I have a more consistent flow of money, it's I've been holding out to that. I have a large manga and anime collection just sitting on my shelf. I've actually had to reorganize my manga and anime collection a few times because I just bought a crap ton of manga and anime because Black Friday sales and Christmas sales and stuff. So like I just bought a crap ton, and I've had to move all my Sentai Filmworks stuff to another shelf. And if I buy any more anime or manga, and probably if I just get the manga and anime that I've lent it out, I'll probably have to get a brand new shelf again, honestly, for my Funimation stuff, and my big shelf will just be just manga, and then I'll have to get a new shelf eventually, because no, I'll just start shoving stuff in other small cupboards and stuff that are empty in my room, I guess. I'll get desperate, but if everything gets filled, then I'll finally start asking for a new shelf, but probably by then I'll probably have been saving up for a new shelf at that point in time, so I probably won't have to worry about that too much. But, okay, I've talked about Spider-Man, and now I've talked about my anime collection, but let's talk about Spider-Man 2, the game, what you probably clicked on this video for. Or you clicked on it because I told you to on my main channel, and I said, hey, you guys, you want to check out my, you want to check out my other channels, you know, my, because this is the first one, so I probably did do that in my most recent video.
What's wrong with you people? Out of my way, you moron! Where'd you get your light? Cereal box?
Cereal box. Oh god, it's probably gonna get old real fast.
Stop before someone gets hurt.
So are we stopping drunk driving or something?
Oh no! Why did you have to wreck my car? Hey, I told you to stop.
So, was he drunk? That's the only explanation I can think of. So, Spider-Man is a proud advocate of stopping drug driving. Did that sentence make sense? No, probably not, because I'm drunk myself, obviously.
Spider-Man! Don't let that person fall!
Oh god, no, I suck at this mission because I have horrible... I'm not fully upgraded and I suck at my controls.
Somebody help me!
Okay, see, I always jump past the man. I'm horrible at this. How are you supposed to stop him from falling? Oh. Well. Let's just leave that alone. But, okay, so Spider-Man 2. So far, I don't really know how the story is, because I actually been skipping a lot of the story and cutscenes, because I don't really play games for story. I play games for, you know, games. So I don't really care about the story ever when it comes to a video game. Unless it's like Uncharted and the story is so like a part of the game that it's like you might as well listen to it. But like I've been playing this game mostly on the down low, like just like whenever. So like I'm just like trying to get through it quickly just so I could get more upgrades and stuff, so I could learn what the game actually is like to swing around. And the thing is, now that I've gotten at least some semblance of upgrades, the swinging in this game is great. Okay, it took me a while when I first got it. I figured I was expecting great speed. I heard it. Dang get another freaking balloon. These kids just can't keep hold of their balloons. I'd rather start car drunk drivers, but I guess that mission's only at night and now it's dawn. Why is this kid out at dawn? That's the real question. Oh, fall damage. Of course there's fall damage.
Please, always come back. Balloon, come back.
Okay, kid, yelling at your balloon is not going to make it come back. I hope you do realize that. I mean, like, dude, I let go of my balloons on purpose when I was a kid. I wanted to see how high they would go. I wanted to see where I was like, will they come back down? Probably not, but I don't really care. And then I just would watch it go high and then want to see where it goes. And now the balloon's gone. Oh, great. Now I feel like a crappy person for not getting a kid his balloon. Besides the balloon thing, which is probably the thing you most heard from me in this entire podcast. Swinging's fun. Swinging's really fun. And there's a lot of things that people never tell you about when they talk about the swinging. They don't tell you that pressing L2 makes you move faster. And then, because I just thought that you could only just swing and just press X at the end of your swing to, like, you know, get that maximum jump to control it. No one told me that I could press L2. And before you say, look at the manual, I bought this game used on a site, okay? And it came only in disc. It's an old game. They don't make these anymore, so I had to get a hold of it somehow. And I'm cheap. I was not going to pay for the box with the manual, so I didn't care that much. But so I've been figuring this game out myself. I've just spent plethora of time swinging around the city trying to master the mechanics. And a lot of mechanics you have to get upgrades for, because my game that I think is the perfect Spider-Man game, except that, like, it has a little bit of slowdown and technical problems, is Spider-Man Web of Shadows. That has the perfect swinging. It has swinging like this game, just without the bars and invisible bars. You just got to time it, and it's really good. And then you could just effortlessly run onto walls, jump onto another wall, go into another thing, go out of the combo, web zip somebody, go in there, swing up, and then you're done. Like, you just go in, stop and fight in like one go, and then leave. In this game, running up walls is kind of a pain. I don't know if there's another way to do it, but the only way that I've learned how to do it is press L2 while I'm pressing circle. And it's like every move in this game that is kind of fun requires me to, like, mess with my hands on the controls. Like, I gotta press like 3 buttons at once, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. It is fun. It is fun when that does happen, you know? It's when you're learning to master it, it's like going around the city is pretty hard, but it's pretty fun. But like before then, it's not really the best experience, because you're trying to figure out how to do all the cool stuff, especially if you played other Spider-Man games. Now, going from Spider-Man 1 in the PlayStation Spider-Man games and then going to this, oh my god, that's the biggest jump in quality you've ever seen in your life. But I didn't do that. I'm working my way backwards. But this is so much better than the original Spider-Man. Oh my god, I hate that game. I'll do another one on that game. That game was not fun. That game is not fun. That game is a pain. The game is such a pain. I'm stuck at that part where I'm fighting people in the air right now, and that's not fun. That whole mission is not fun, considering there's no air controls. It's like, why would you have me fight in the air when you don't have air controls? Hey, police, stop shooting me. I'm on your side. Yeah. Another thing they never tell you about when people talk about this game, the slowdown ability. I mean, no one has ever told me about that, and it is so useful, because the thing is, since I have no instruction manual and I wasn't really paying attention too much during the tutorial, and the tutorial is always easier than the actual game, I don't really know how to fight, so the pressing L1 to slow down time, that's pretty easy, because there's no dodge button, and it isn't like Web of Shadows where, like, you got just such a versatility of combos that it doesn't really matter. And then you also got guard and evade. I don't know how to evade in this game. Someone tell me if you can, but I don't know how to evade. it's been rough out here, man. It's been rough out here for Spider-Man. But like I finally got the hang of running on walls. It's been a journey. But because I know that I could L2 when I swing, it makes running on walls so much easier because I'm already pressing L2. So I just got to transition, and then I'm running. I know there's upgrades later to make me be able to run on walls longer, but like as a base thing, you know, it's working out. It's working out pretty okay. I'm finally learning how to traverse the city. I'm not hitting walls as much because I just run on them now. I'm not hitting the ground as much because I learned that even in this game, when you press circle when you hit one of the poles, you will you'll just swing around it, which in any Spider-Man game where I figure that out, that's always just a nice treat, because it's like, aw, they made the poles interactable. That's fun. That makes for so many new possibilities in terms of swinging, because then you could just like turn around on a dime because you could get yourself from being that low, because honest to God, you probably shouldn't be that low anyway, so you should probably fix that. I'm not saying I'm perfect at the swinging. I'm not the best Spider-Man 2 swinger around or anything, but like it's finding out the mechanics of the game, it has been really fun. And I think any game where finding out the mechanics is actually, honest to God, one of the best parts of the game.
Take my money!
Oh no. You know, how come a guy can't get robbed? I'm joking. I honestly don't care. Yeah, you know, like I mean, there's women bad guys in the game, you know, so like there's obviously women who are doing the bad. Yeah, a woman was robbing that old lady. Is she an old lady? No, she's an old lady. But it was a woman. It wasn't a dude. So, you know, that's fair. That's fair. It's just, if I heard the gringy voice I heard earlier on the last one, and then I saw that body, then I'd be like, whoa, what's going on here? You could be whoever you want. It's 2017. I don't really give a shit. But would have been thrown off, especially since this game came out in like 2004, I'd like to say. 2004. Didn't the first Spider-Man come out in 2002? Yeah, it's 2004. Because it took 3 years to make Spider-Man 3 for some reason.
Hey, Spidey!
And L2 has made it a lot quicker to get higher off the ground. It's just like, it's... So now I'm really wondering how bad did they mess this up in Spider-Man 3. Like, I've been trying to get a hold of a cheap version. Some people be trying to sell this to me for like $45, and I'm like, dude, that game's kind of garbage. It's disposable. So I'm just gonna try and go on some other site to find it. There should be some used version of it, like the GameStop or some shit. I don't know. And I don't need it immediately. I'll just play it one day when I do my Spider-Man retrospective. Because I also got Ultimate Spider-Man. I'd rather play that first, though.
Hey, take my money!
You know, I should probably progress with the story, but I'm having too much fun just swinging around. Because if I figure out the mechanics, and the rest of the story will be just easy, you know?
You're in trouble, Nia!
Oh, wait. They're just around me? Dang, I mean, like...
For me or you? Is that all you got?
You know, these thugs take way too much damage out of me, and I'm freaking Spider-Man.
Take it, move down. Make me a hero.
How do you dodge? That's the real question I have. Is there a dodge button? And if so, what is it? Because I don't know what it is, and it has been terrifying. How do you dodge? Is it circle? It's probably circle. Oh, it is circle. Yes, I can dodge now. This is amazing. I can dodge. They probably taught me this in the tutorial and I forgot because I played this game so sporadically in the past few weeks. But
Much for you. Next time you're in someone, check if he's a superhero first. Say goodnight, Gracie.
dude, you're the only superhero. That just means they're stupid. Yeah. supposed to go? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, now I gotta go to the store. I was actually doing what I was supposed to do this entire time. I didn't even know. I was just doing whatever. I forgot. Oh, wow,
You guys are a bunch of...
there's like 50 of them! The slow-mo is really helpful, though. I mean, honestly, that is the most useful thing in this game. The slow-mo, it makes the fighting actually, bearable. For me, anyway. I'm just angry that nobody told me. I never watched a review on Spider-Man 2. I guess I actually have, though, because do retrospectives count? I think retrospectives count. They count as reviews. I mean, they're shorter reviews because they got a retrospective, but I would love to do a retrospective on Spider-Man games, ones that I've actually cared about and stuff, I haven't played every single Spider-Man game, but I kind of plan to. It's a favorite thing, what if I do a Spider-Man retrospective involving those games and the movies? Ha! No one's done that before. And no one has my unique opinion as someone who doesn't play video games and someone who has an undying love for Spider-Man movies.
Get a job!
Yeah. It's like, the game's really fun, though. The combat's pretty simple. Square, and then press triangle, which is mostly just your web attacks. It's before Arkham came in with its gameplay that everyone's been trying to create. Oh, wow, you could just do that. I like how nobody tells you that you could just, press R2 and press R2 to swing too, just to get some...
Someone help!
To have two wings at once. No one tells you this, because on all the swinging gameplay you never see the intricacies of the swinging gameplay. You just see the swinging. I never seen anyone web zip in this game ever, but I web zip all the time. I don't think I would be able to play this game if I couldn't web zip, because that's just such a basic commodity of the later games. One thing I don't understand, though, is the tricks you can do. Like when you swing,
Spiderman.
you can hold X. Wait, the health thing just dropped from the sky. Oh, I forgot about that. Where is it? Where would it be? No, did I lose it? Did I lose the health? Do I gotta do another mission? Oh no, I gotta do another mission to get my health back, because I fucked up.
Problems?
I just saw someone get his car stolen at gunpoint. They went that way.
That's an easy one.
No! Wait!
Look out!
I better hurry.
Yeah. No, they went the other direction. I actually don't really have a problem so far with the missions. I mean, I probably will after playing this game for 50 hours, and I'm like, okay, dude, I'm sick of all these missions. But doing these missions for the first time is they're different from later missions, and oh, thank God they are a bit better than the missions in Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is that game is, I feel I wasted so much money on that game. I bought that game online, so there was no sale, alright? There's no used price. I bought that game online on my PlayStation, and it was the biggest waste of money I've ever spent in my life. Honestly, though, I have never felt so betrayed by my own wallet and my own impulse buys ever. Amazing Spider-Man 1 may not be the best Spider-Man game, but the thing is, it was at least kind of fun to play. I didn't hate my life when I was playing it. How am I supposed to get to a store? I don't really know. And I hate how this game doesn't really have a beacon. You can't really set up a beacon. And if you can, that would be cool. But I I kind of just want to go to a place where I can buy my stuff. And that's really hard when you don't. It's like you don't know what you're trying to go to. There's banks, and I'm trying to figure out what those banks are. It's like I'm gonna try and go there. I'm gonna try and go there because I think that's. Oh wow, freeze thing. That's actually kind of cool. No kid, I don't got the time for this. Okay, am I going the right way or am I going the wrong way? That's also the worst part about this. Like, I hate there's no beacon, and if there is, I swear I'm gonna be very angry. Watch someone tell me, dude, there's a fucking beacon button right there. You know, you're stupid. Wait, can I buy combat upgrades from here? Nope. I get a variety. I just noticed I get a variety of combos later, but like first it's pretty simple. That's cool. Not really complicated combos that you need to do, but like, you know. I'm not really a combo person. I never really have been when it comes to games and stuff. I just never was that type of person. It's just like I never got into games like Street Fighter and such. I just never did. Just never was my style. Too many button combinations, and I'm not really a fan. It's like I don't hate the games or anything, and I can get. It was just like when my main is Zangief and Spiderman, only because I just am atrocious. That's the only reason why. Okay, so the grapple. First triangle and circle. That sounds pretty nice. And I do like the upgrades that you get to buy here, you know? Pretty fun upgrades. Air kick. At any point, press X to execute a kick that will propel you higher into the air. Okay. Nice. Cannonball kick. Oh, that thing from the other Spider-Man game that they make you go through a whole tutorial for. Rising knee kick. Triangle, square, press X, knock you down to the powerful knee kick. Sweet. Add a third punch to your air punches. I'll do that. That sounds fun. You know, is there any upgrades that are like multi-web level? Try web tying an enemy and hold triangle gun to tie up two enemies at once. Sounds lit. Any more upgrades? I mean, there's more, but I meant like good ones that aren't combo related. Do I get more upgrades later? Nope, I've upgraded my swing speed, everything. Like, there should be another thing to make you be able to run on walls fast. I'm gonna check. Right now. There's gotta be other stuff. You know, locomotive upgrades. Yeah. I don't have wall sprint upgrade thing. I got wall sprint. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, there's more.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen.
New chapter.
Job for you to do.
Cat and mouse.
There's these things called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
That's mine! Give it back!
Who are you fighting with?
My purse!
Oh my god, I walk outside for like 2 seconds and then everyone's like, Spider-Man, we need your help!
Spidey, my purse!
Come on, honey, you could just beat him up for all eternity. No one's gonna stop me.
Get your purse back.
I hope you really hurt that thief.
I think I did. I think I broke every bone in his body. I don't think he will recover in the slightest from any of that. But yeah, reason why this is called I Suck at Video Games Weekly is because, like I said, I suck at video games, and I'm not very knowledgeable about video games, and none of the games that I'm going to be playing on here, well, not none, but I mean, most of the games are not going to be completed. I'm not completing any of these games. Some of them I'm just going to play, wander around for about an hour and not know what I'm doing and just give up. You know, I give up on games real easy. Like, that's what I do. When a game's like too hard and I'm too lazy to look up a Let's Play because I don't, I'll say I'll look up a Let's Play later, but or if I feel like the game's not even that good enough to worth my time, I don't really care too much. Yeah, I'm not really a gamer. I am not a gamer. I play games when I want to play a game, I want the game to be fun. And if a game is stressful, doesn't tell me what I'm supposed to do, just drops me in a place, and like I have.
Well, what have we here? Hope your insurance is paid up.
You know, the girls I'm beating up, they don't make the sounds you would expect from someone who got beaten up. They make the sounds of someone who's orgasming. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to say anything, but, I'm just pointing out what I hear, I could probably speedrun this game pretty fast. It's probably not that long. I just like swinging around the city too much. I understand why people mean that the swinging is addicting. It's just like, until I master it, I'm probably just going to spend most of my time swinging around instead of actually, like playing the game. Well, I guess it is part of the game, but like it's supposed to be a hub world, Oh, cutscene.
Uh-oh. Guess I'd better check out that alarm. I didn't know that.
I wonder if you guys can actually hear any of the cutscenes, because I'm silent a lot at the time because I'm listening to a cutscene. Am I chasing Black Cat again? Like, no lead up to it? I mean, like, we're chasing Black Cat again. Apparently. Okay. Chasing Black Cat is actually genuinely kind of fun. I mean, it's not the first. Actually, it is the first game. Well, is it the first game to have you chase Black Cat? Or did you do it in the original PlayStation Spider-Man? I don't know. I know you didn't do it in Spider-Man 1.
Chasing me again? I'm flattered.
Well, I wouldn't keep chasing you if you didn't keep breaking into places.
Hey, this time. I never lost her last time, but like it was a lot harder for me to keep up. But like now, I'm like, yes, I've mastered the game's mechanics. You can't escape. You definitely won't. I've gotten better. That's actually part of the plot a little bit. But like I got her. She has no chance of escape. But like this female jumps so much. You just said that.
If you didn't keep breaking into places.
Come on. I gotta get up there. No, I got too cocky. I forgot. Anyone who said it's called Murphy's Law. Anyone who says, oh yeah, what? Okay, she may be high up, but I'm not out of range. She's just on a different playing field than me.
Time for a nap again. Farther time.
Yeah, shut up.
Now, I'm never gonna live it down.
Yep, me neither. Where is she? There she is. at you. You know, I've always loved Black Cat. Mostly thanks to Spider-Man Web of Shadows more than anything else. Because she was, even when I was like 7,
I actually had to push myself.
she was incredibly hot.
Hand over those jewels.
I didn't know what I felt,
Jewels?
but you know, now I do,
Store.
because
You know,
I'm older.
One with the alarm blasting.
I don't have any jewels.
So like,
What's your name?
on like impulse, my first time playing Spider-Man Web of Shadows, I chose Black Cat because I watched the Let's Play and he didn't choose Black Cat, and I was like, no, why wouldn't you do that? Why would you not do that? So then I immediately, my first chance of getting the game was to choose all the choices that would end up with Black Cat. I like Black Cat in every iteration, like a lot, and it's yes. Sorry to say it, but because she's incredibly hot,
My cat seems okay.
and they haven't found a way to make her not hot. I mean, they almost did with Amazing Spider-Man, and then they almost did again in Edge of Time. They attempted, but she was still on a basic level hot. And Edge of Time was a fun game. You know, I should probably buy that game again because I remember liking it. It's just I sold it for a few other games, like I think Uncharted 3. I had to sell a bunch of games to get Uncharted 3. No, okay, I need to figure out the slingshot.
Gets my fist up his tailpipe.
Oh, because he turns around at the last second. Okay, I need to time that better. Okay, but you need to have momentum behind it if you want to have any chance. And if anyone says, like, you know, you're not funny, I'm not trying to be funny, really. I've always wanted to do, I've had this idea for, well, not always, I've had this idea for about a month, so I'm like, you know what, might as well finally go through with it while now I have the time. Just record a few episodes of I Suck at Video Games weekly, because it probably won't be weekly. It's going to be as weekly as the Weekly Weebcast by Jeff Thu, which is basically a seasonal Weebcast at this point that attempts to be weekly. Because the thing is, last I checked, Jeff, you haven't uploaded anything for about like 2-3 months. And the thing is, if anyone would ever want to join me on any of these podcasts that I plan to have in the future, like on my main channel, I plan to have like weekly recap, like all the anime I watched that week, like just for fun, you know, just so everyone knows what I've been watching. And then if I ever get a Patreon, then I'll just move it to there, because I mean, no one really cares except for like people who actually watch me. No one's gonna click on the weekly anime recap if they've never seen, if they don't care about the person who's saying it. Like, who's gonna click on a video by 30 subscribers and like 2 views, the weekly weekly recap, weekly anime recap. That's war. Yeah, welcome to war. Weekly anime recap. Yeah, okay. Well, I think I said a good amount. So Spider-Man 2, the game. It's a great game. I'm having fun playing at it. I suck at it, obviously, but you know, doesn't mean I can't enjoy the game. Next game might be something I'm good at, or I might just do whatever I'm playing at the moment. And this is probably not, like I said, probably not going to be weekly.
Spider-Man, there's a boat sticking out in the river.
And if you did watch this, thanks for watching, man. But the thing is, I'm telling you now, you could tell me to play some games, but You know, I probably won't because I don't... Wait, a supercharged double jump? What the... We could do that? There's a supercharged double jump?
Hey, Spidey!
Wait, what? What does it want me to do?
Better than a soaking wet costume.
No, wait, no, I fell into the ocean again.
Hey, better than a soaking wet
Come back! Balloon, come back!
I'm doing another mission! You freaking child! How do you do it?
Like a little New York water to clear out the sinuses.
I think there's no limit on how much you could sprint. I mean, like, I know I was wrapping it up, but this is. I got it. Yeah, webs it for the win. What am I supposed to do? What do I...
Don't worry, I'm here to rescue.
Oh, triangle. Of course it's triangle.
Hey! Need to be more careful.
No, did he drown? Did I kill him? I'm sorry. I didn't know you. How this
Someone help! I'm being robbed!
God dang it. Can someone just not be in danger for like 2 seconds? I swear to God.
That's mine! Give it back!
Little.
Spidey, thank goodness.
Voila.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
Voila, one purse. But yeah, I don't have a lot of games. I don't have a PlayStation, so no, and I'm probably not gonna spend money on the PS3 for it. I don't have a PS4 yet. I plan to. I need to get Dragon Ball FighterZ and a bunch of other PS4 games because My Hero Academia is getting that video game. Need to play that. And I probably should finally play Uncharted 4. Then there is the and then I don't have any Xbox. I just don't. Yeah, I know it's blasphemous to not have a 360, but you know, I just never got one. Only got a PlayStation. I have a DS, so yeah, there's that. So, and I don't have a Wii or Wii U anymore. I sold those because I needed music. I needed to pay for my Apple Music account, and I didn't have any money. That was a few years ago, so I had to make some decisions. I made my cousin cry. Well, she didn't cry, but she just was very upset that I sold Smash Brothers, which to her was her only form of happiness. She's not actually depressed. It's just what she said. I probably didn't have to say that, but you know, I can't take any risks here. That I don't need people thinking I'm laughing at depressed people. Okay, I don't need people thinking that. She isn't depressed. She's just overdramatic. But yeah, that's it for this week. I barely talked about Spider-Man 2, but you know, when I did, it was pretty okay, I guess. So yeah, this is gonna be the start of my new channel called. It's not gonna. I was thinking about calling it Pointing Out the Obvious Gaming, but you could probably tell what my actual final decision is for an actual name. And should I edit out all the ums and uhs and long pauses? Nah, that's part of the theme of the podcast. I'm playing a game, and you're playing the game with me. Even though you have no footage to go off of. Maybe one day I'll have like a Dazzle or something. Dazzles are old. Maybe a HD Fago or whatever. Anything to record games. If I do any of that, and then I'll do my podcast like that. But a podcast is also technically supposed to be just a podcast. But, I could do like 2 uploads. Maybe have an actual podcast on iTunes or some shit. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But, yeah. I hope everybody has a good week, and see you next week where I discuss whatever or nothing at all, because next week is finals week for me. So wish me luck. If anyone even watches this, I don't really expect anyone to really watch it, so bye.